They want to host Amala festival in Igbo land, and some Igbos are against it. What a joke. First of all, I'm Igbo. That's if they agree, because the part of Igbo where I come from, they still don't believe that we are Igbo enough. And that's a story for another day. I know they're going to come at me for saying this, but you know that on this channel, we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So I don't care about anyone's feelings. And the truth is, if you're against Amala festival in Igbo land, you are a bigot. There is no two ways about it, because people are free to host whatever festival they want to host anywhere, whether it's Amala festival, whether it's a Dikaikon festival, whether it's Tuwo festival, whether it's Onubu festival, they are free to host it anywhere. The reason some of these people are against this festival is because during the election, Yorubas stopped Igbos from voting. But let me be honest with you, it wasn't Yorubas that stopped Igbos from voting. It was APC that stopped Labour Party supporters from voting. It just happened that majority of the Igbos were, of course, going to vote Labour Party, and majority of the Yorubas were APC. It was purely politically motivated. Because think about it, there were some Yorubas as well that were going to vote for Labour Party that were stopped. And I guarantee you, as an Igbo person, if they were sure that you were going to vote APC that day, they would not stop you. So it is pure politics. I supported Peter Obi during the election because out of the three candidates, he's the one that embodies the sort of leadership we need in this country. We've all seen it. The problem of governance here is wastage and lack of regard for rule of law, abuse of power. And Peter Obi was the only person from his antecedent who was not going to waste, who was not going to abuse power. That's why I supported him. But were there Igbos who were bigots that supported Peter Obi solely based on tribal sentiment? Of course there were. It's just that he was just a competent candidate and people hid under the umbrella. But there were bigots who were supporting him. And you can tell by the way after the elections, some of them have now gone back to wanting Biafra, which is very funny to me, and which is why people will never take you seriously. If you want to do Biafra, if you want secession, stick with that. Not when an Igbo man comes out to contest tomorrow, you will come and start shouting election, voting. And after that, you start shouting Biafra. It doesn't make any sense. So you have to choose one struggle. Why is this important? This is important because this is how Ipob started. This is how unknown gunmen started. I remember somewhere around 2015, 2016, when Nnamdi Kanu was gaining traction, I had personal friends who were supposedly educated. They were his fans. And I kept warning them that this thing you people are supporting will come back to bite you. They didn't listen. But all of them are now regretting it. Are there bigots in Yoruba land? Of course there are. Are there some Mausas who are bigots? Of course there are. Are there some Igbos who are bigots? Of course there are. But does it mean that every Yoruba is a bigot? No, it doesn't. So my problem with generalizing is because you are insulting those who are not. That's why you must stop generalizing. And of course, the ones who are gatekeeping Igbo land, I really wonder what you guys are gatekeeping, a region that is still massively underdeveloped. And a lot of the people there still think backwards. So what are you gatekeeping? I mean, if they don't think backward, how was Nnamdi Kanu able to amass huge following? Think about it. Let us stop letting politics get in our way and start having problems with people you shouldn't be having problems with. It doesn't make any sense. I am willing to see anybody with a better argument. I'm willing. I have time to argue with you today. I'm willing to see anyone with a better argument because this thing is getting out of hand. It must stop. Let's call a spade a spade.